Hey guys, Brian here, and welcome back to the channel. And what did I say about the crypto stocks? I told you that it would go up, and it did, and then it went right back down. And it just, crypto was booming last night, and then people made their money and got right out. And that's how it goes with the volatility in this market, and how everything is gonna just seem to go until possibly the end of this week. We got to find out on the rate cuts and all that as well. And all this news, like, I don't like being political, but obviously all the thing that's happening with like the other countries, I just want to keep it at that. But what I want to get into, again, none of this financial advice, is what I would be doing in this market, because I do believe it's going to go down a little bit more. But I did make some plays for this week, and it totaled around $626. And we'll see where it goes. It's a lot. It's like pretty much like half of what I usually get every week, but it's okay. Like, and I also told myself, while the market is so unstable like this and super volatile, that I'm not going to be using my margin as freely as I usually do, just because I don't think we're at a full bottom yet. And once I do feel like we're in a full bottom, or even a little bit past it and on the way up, that's when I will be going pretty hard into my plays and start doing more aggressive covered calls, more aggressive cash secured puts, more aggressive leaps, where I'll be making a lot of wealth throughout the year. Because I do still believe in my thesis that this year is still going to be a very bullish year. I do believe by then 2025 we're going to do really well. And if you believe me too and you're with me, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because this is I'm just being transparent with what I'm doing here, and I post everything on the Discord as well. So let's jump into my desktop really quick here. This is the VIX. This is what you should be looking at on these very fearful days. So the VIX stayed around like 23, 22 right now, and it's high. Like, it's not as high as it's not as high as it could be, but it is high, and you could see it, and you could see that's how the market is treating it, and that's where you could look at. I had so many other charts up. Where did they all go? You could look at the SPY here. You could look at QQQ. I've actually lines drawn here too. This is what I have, because I believe that it will still drop. It'll still go lower. Look how oversold it is. But I do believe if we don't bounce here by the end of the week, we could drop pretty low, like 480s, 483, and that's just going off the last support. But for it to go lower than that, I'm not sure. And obviously we're going past the bottom Bollinger Band already, so this also could just be a good time to sell some cash secured puts if you had QQQ in your portfolio, which of course would take a lot of money to do so, but you could make a good amount of money on that end. But if I was to do anything right now, it's what I'm going to show you. Like, I have my Discord right here, full transparency of what I'm doing. And today I did an NVIDIA cash secured put at 112, at 3.7 for 107. I kind of did this a little bit early, so I could have like doubled this premium if I waited. NVIDIA cash covered call at 126, another one at 124, collected around $100 each. Tesla cash secured put at 277. They got me 252, a ride cover call at 10, Mara cover call at 16.5, totaling 626. Not that much money, but it is nice knowing that you could still make money in this market, and that's what I like to show to people. So, of course, let's go into the NVIDIA options here. So this is what I personally would be doing. And yeah, I did weekly covered calls. I probably should have did like a 2 week to month cash secured put, because I'm not really sure where the market's going to go. But, I get a little greedy and I like to do weeklies, but that's just who I am as a person and as an investor. So obviously 112 here, it's almost like $300 I could have got instead of the 107. But I do have extra money on the sideline that I could do, but I also don't like to play everything all at one time, because who knows, I could probably make this back pretty quickly. But what I personally would do, just to make a few extra bucks, if I had like just looking at the chart, let's look at NVIDIA, and huge gap down, and then we're on the way down again. Like Do I really see this? Like, there was some news too that really like held it back. 5% on down, like down 5% on Monday, and you know, that's fine. I believe that this will go back to highs because we are trading at major discounts right now for such a big and great fundamental stock like Nvidia. Like, do I see this dropping super low? Like, if it goes back down to like those 105s 108 range where we were maybe like a few weeks ago, right? A few weeks ago was pretty wild when we got down here like 113, like 112. If we could, like, since we're right there, I'll probably be loading up on a little bit more, but I also don't see this really going below 100 because, again, oversold again for such a good and great fundamental stock. If it goes that low, I'm probably going to start buying leaps for like 365 days out and go from there. And since we're also at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, I would probably be doing some cash secured puts as well, which I want to show you guys here. Like, I would be going, if you want to like safe plays, I'd probably be going for like 20, like 25 deltas and below. And we can look for that here. This is 29. It's probably gonna be 106. That's a 20. So 107 probably, 23, 108, 26. A 108, which is a great price for Nvidia. You get $171 in premium, or you could actually do this like 32 days away and collect. We'll put that 105, right? 30%, $440 right here, or just at the 100 at 305. Like, you could make a guaranteed $440 or $305, and buying Nvidia at a price like at 105 or 100 is beautiful. And if you want to know the return on your investment on there, so you can just do 3.05 divided by 100. I could have told you that, like a 3% on your money in a month. That's better than any high yield savings. That's better than that's better than a lot of things. Because like 3% is a lot of money, and if you compound that over time, you're gonna make a good amount of money on your money. And also, like I said, you're doing cash secured puts. If it doesn't go down there, you're always going to be collecting the premium. And then if it does go down there and you have to get assigned the 100 shares, guess what? You just bought Nvidia at a great discount. And then when it does do its bounce back up, you're also going to be doing covered calls and collecting that premium as well. And if you do end up selling it, you'll capture that appreciation. And depending on how long you hold it, you might also be able to get dividends. So you're pretty much triple dipping on the way up, which is an amazing thing to do, and which is something that I love doing with these type of great fundamental stocks. And then if you wanted to go into like Tesla, we could look at that as well. Sell put, like, I don't see this, you know, like if I was to be the most pessimistic, I would think it would drop to like 250. So if I wanted to do like just because Tesla's so volatile, I like to do weeklies on it. Don't knock me for the way I like to trade, but like, say if I want to do 250, I get $144 for 250, and that's a delta of 9. Like, super safe, $144 a week. But if I was more risk averse or risky, I would say, like I said, I have a 277. You have a 277, which is fine because I'm not using margin. I'm cool with buying below 300 because I do believe this is going to go up over time, and I will just continue to play it from there. But like, I'd go 265, which is going to be like a 21 delta, get $355. Or if you don't want to risk being assigned so early because Tesla's so volatile, go 32 days out, right? Let's go look for that 20 delta. Let's go look for that, like 250 probably, 23, 240, 18. So either the 245 or 240, 32 days out, April 4th. You could collect either $785 or $675, which is an amazing amount of money for your collateral. And again, just to show what like your percentage would be, 675 divided by 240. You're you're getting almost 3% on the day. I mean, 3% on the month, again, which is great, compounds over time. And let's just do 7.85 divided by 245. And that's 3.2%. And like, again, that's a lot of money, guys. That is a lot of money to be had if you have the cash to do cash secured puts on Tesla. And these are the things that I've been consistently doing. And the reason why I don't really venture out of the certain stocks that I continually make videos on is because I'm so used to these swings that nothing could really phase me on them. And I'm very bullish on Nvidia and Tesla. And like, there's a few other ones like Palantir, and I do have a lot of Sofi, and just like the Sofi cash secured puts and cover calls, they don't give you like sexy numbers. I'm getting like 20-30 bucks per contract, which is nice. It goes up over time, it grows the portfolio, and it does what it has to do. And I'm excited for stocks like that. And just going into everything that's happening, like with the volatility, this is what I like showing people, is that you can make money on the way down, you can make money on the way up. Obviously, the wheel strategy is more beneficial in a bull market, but when you're doing it correctly, like, yeah, your portfolio is taking a beating, but you have to remember, if you're holding stocks, companies that you want in your portfolio long term, they should be able to reach those same valuations, those same stock prices that they were at those all-time highs, right? So technically, like, as cliche as it sounds, you only lose when you sell, right? Like, you actually have to sell out of it. So yeah, your portfolio is taking a beating, but when your stocks go up to those prices that it was a few weeks ago when they're at all-time highs, you also have to remember that you're adding on all those premiums that you collected on the way up, on the way back up. So your portfolio should be growing. It should be doing really well. And that's how you have to think about it. It's the mentality of investing. You're going to see the ups, you're going to be seeing the downs, you're going to see all these downturns, upturns, and you're going to see all the trends. So what I'm trying to say is, like, stick with a trading strategy. Don't keep jumping all different ways. Figure a strategy that works for you the best. And when you stick to it, you're going to get really good at it, and you're going to understand your way of making money, your way of making wealth. And I believe that's the best way to trade. And I believe that's the way that you're going to be able to make the most money, because that's the way I've made most of my money. And it's hasn't failed me yet. Yeah. Have I hit some bumps and I've made some mistakes? Of course, but I'm still up on the year. Like, I still made money, so it's perfectly fine. So this is all I wanted to really talk about. I'm very happy with everything with what's going on. Like, yeah, I could be making a lot more money, but if certain stocks go to certain prices, like lower, best believe I'm loading up some bags and making sure that I'm going to capitalize on this big pullback, because when the bounce does come, you're just setting yourself up. I'm just setting myself up better for the future. So again, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys very soon. Beep, 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 beep.